I'll tell you what. One normal day at Barclays, lads. That's all I wanted. One normal day at Barclays. Driving home after training. It was a good session. Thanks for asking. Hey, Al, what's going on here? I was on the phone to someone. Al, if you're in my Patreon group, you might have heard about what was going on, about a big resignation today. And I was asking someone, have you heard this? Because I got told this morning, and I'm not sure if it's real or not. And he was like, no, not heard that. In the middle of that, the news comes through. Bosh, Woodward's gone. Sweet baby Jesus and the orphans. Not half an hour past that. What are we? Yeah, about half an hour, I guess. And the news now seems to be that not only is Woodward going, but the Glazers might be selling United as well. I can't cope. I am so happy. Joe's gone. Is he gone?
No, we're here for all day.
All right. Can I get a rum, please?
I think you've heard one, son.
Thank you. I brought my own Coke. Just bring me a glass and I'll have... Get me a black bumbu, please. Thank you.
Do you need any mix with that, sir?
No, I brought my own. Right, get your questions in. We are probably going to be live covering all of this. Right, now, Woodward went. City and Chelsea have dropped out of the Super League, it seems. United might be next. There's rumours of Atletico and all sorts. Juve chairman's bounced as well. He's resigned. Conor McGregor then bangs a tweet out. Thinking about buying Manchester United, lads. What do we do with that? What do we do with that sort of news? I need them two to hurry up and come down here, join me, because we need to talk about this. The next thing we need is the Glazers gone. That is what we need now. The Glazers have got to go. Joel Glazer was the chairman, vice chairman of this absolute, I love that, by the way, whoever that was in the comments, the European Stupid League. The vice chairman of this whole shit show. You've got to go as well, Joel. Whether that means you step down as, I think it's Red Football Limited is who they are. That's their company. You've got to go. It's time to fucking go. Football won today, and it's still winning, but we need them gone. They have to go. The Glazers have to go. We've got one down. The rest of you get lined up and fucking put against the wall and dealt with as well. Right, this is quite hard work reading the chat. It's going absolutely mental. Yeah, the next thing that actually needs to happen, and this is something that we might actually be able to make happen. Boris Johnson, haven't been happy with how he's run the country so far, but there is an opportunity for Boris to do the same sort of thing now. Boris Johnson could legislate that these great institutions, which I've been warmed by the fact that United fans, Liverpool fans, City fans, Chelsea fans, Arsenal fans, all kind of got on the same page the last couple of days and was like, no, we are not standing for this. Protests at different clubs, even Chelsea, there was a lot of protests at Chelsea today. People just went, I am not having this. This is wrong. We are not doing this. Well, let's put right a wrong that happened 16 years ago. Let's put right the wrong where the Glazers bought this club and saddled it with debt in the first place. Put right that wrong. Put this club back in the hands of the fans, and not just Manchester United, every single club in England, every single professional club in the country. Put these great institutions back into the hands of people that actually give a fuck about them and actually care for them and actually are going to be here longer than the 5 minutes that these blood-sucking leeches are here for. 50+1 needs to happen today. 50+1 needs to be enacted today. 50+1 needs to be legislated for today. It's time to take back control of our fucking football clubs. Boris Johnson, do the right thing, you fucking hanging Tory bastard. Let's have it. This is what we want. 50+1. Spam the fucking chat with it. 50+1. 50+1. Fan ownership now. That's what we want. That's what we need. That's where we've got to take it. Let's fucking go. Come on! Where's me rum? It's far too quiet in here for my liking. Where's the rest of them gone? Thank you. Oh, this is what we need. 50+1. That's when you right these wrongs. It should never have been allowed that the Gimps took over the football club in 2005 and leveraged it. There's been £1.5 billion taken out of this club. Where would United be as a competitive force? When you look across Europe and you look at the genesis of the idea was with Florentine. I mean, actually, can we even start on Florentine Perez? Wow. Florentine Perez. The interview with that guy last night was like an exercise in mental illness. the absolute delusions that lunatic was coming out with. Florentino Perez and the rest of the clubs that are involved in this, they're all absolutely saddled with debt. Manchester United are saddled with debt because our owners decided to put us in debt. United actually make a profit year on year, and as much as this pains me to say, are run within our means. The rest of these clubs, the rest of all of these clubs across Europe, they are not well run. The rest of these clubs are blowing money on transfers that we don't do. We're hindering ourselves by the fact that we're doing that. They're in debt by paying big-ass wages. They're in debt by blowing money on transfers that they can't afford. That's why they decided that they needed this European Super League, to guarantee more money, not to force themselves to be better with the ludicrous amounts of money that they're currently getting. Not content with that, they're like, no, we need more. We need to rinse the fans more. We need to take more money from the TV companies. The problem with all of this is that bubble will eventually burst. Sure as eggs is eggs. The TV revenue cannot exponentially rise year on year. There reaches a point of global saturation and global value for the companies on the receiving end of it. Once that saturation and tipping point is reached, you will no longer be getting your $5 billion for a 3-year period for your TV rights. It might start to go down. The problem is, everything in football goes up the road, as Sir Alex Ferguson said. It don't go down the road, it goes up the road. Wages constantly go up, transfer fees constantly go up, valuations constantly go up, they never go down. The progression of the world record fee has just gone up and up and up and up and up. It never recedes. So the demand, that's just killed this. It's well too bright. The demand for the TV rights won't necessarily fade unless something like this happens, because I saw a lot of Reds yesterday saying, that's it, I'm done. When you hear the comments from Florentino Perez, like you heard yesterday, where they called people like myself a legacy fan. Now, I'm old and I feel every single day of it, but to be called a legacy fan, it's one thing to have an inkling that I don't think United and these football clubs actually give a fuck about us. I don't think that they really care. But to know that they don't care, to know that they actually are actively talking about, fuck these lot, we don't care about these. That hurts. And that, for a lot of people, would have been the final straw. Not me. I'm hooked. I'm done. I'm done for life. I'm going to be there no matter what, rain or shine. But for a lot of people, that was them. That was them out of the place. You can't do it in a pint glass, lad.
No, E-glass for him.
All right, fair enough. Got to have a tumbler. Got to be a nice tumbler. I need a nice tumbler. Can't have rum, not in a nice tumbler. Come on, son. Right, we're celebrating. What's going on in there? I know the lights. Come take a seat. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
You having a good day? Yeah. I'm having a good day, mate.
You look glowing, Steve. You do. You've got a very...
It's that post-Woodward glow.
Luminous glow to you, sir.
Yeah, they're nice.
Hey.
On brand as fuck as well. Oh, lads, I'm having a good time. I'm having a right good time. Yes, listen, there's still going to be I don't know where I was up to with that then. There's still going to be a protest on Saturday, and I think we still need to turn up. I do still think that we still need to turn up and make our voices heard. Unfortunately, I can't be there myself because we've got a match.
We'll be there. The channel will be there.
Cheers, homie. So it's 3 p.m. Saturday. We kick off at 2. But we got to be there. I think, who's going down? Jay's going down?
I'll be there.
McCullough's going down. Is Joseph going down?
I'll be there.
Joe's going down. So 75% of us are going down. Oh, yeah, people in the comments, let me know if you're going down on Saturday. Come and speak to us. I haven't got a tumbler, but I have got a on-brand. Hey, do you know what? If we had ice, these are belting. Because they go really cold. Oh, fantastic. What time is the protest? The protest is at Old Trafford on 3 p.m. on Saturday. I don't even know where to start, lads. What has happened? I mean, I heard you say it on my way in, and I was listening on the way in, and you was like, Jose Mourinho only went yesterday.
Seems
26 stories ago. Absolutely insane. Me and Luke Shaw made up.
I saw that.
And it's nice to see some of the players actually coming out. One thing that I've got to call bullshit on in this story was, so supposedly there was a story like yesterday in training, the players all went and said that they weren't happy with Ollie getting thrown under the bus and this, that, and the other. You see this? You saw these things, yeah? You saw them, yeah? I don't think your mics are on. So you'd have heard these things that have come out. We didn't train yesterday. Everyone's had a couple of days off. Jay says don't spoil the fun. I just thought I'd get you the actual truth of what was going on there. And sorry, lads, why didn't you let on that you knew this morning?
About what? Because you don't like.
I think your mics are still off.
Right, no, if you explain.
Right.
Go on.
I'll wait till. Can we get their mics on?
Yeah.
Get their mics on so at least they can hear them.
There's several reasons why I'm explaining to you now.
Hey, look, there we go. Hi.
We'll sort out.
Right. So I'm not going to reveal our source, but we'll just say.
Is my mic on?
Not yet. Mics aren't on yet, I don't believe. So we did get the word this morning that there was a resignation inbound for Mr. Woodward.
You got the word.
Right, I got the word.
And you said.
Keep it to yourself.
No, what I actually said was, can we prep the graphics and everything
Yeah, that's
to
to
go
be
around?
fair.
And,
That's what you said.
and
Yeah.
did you?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Immediate.
We
wasn't it?
did.
Didn't tell Cam.
He knew.
He knew.
He
Told me he
know.
didn't.
Well, he did.
Well,
He
he's
should have done.
he's lying.
Right, I ain't spoke to you about this, Steve. You've just got in here. We're going to get on a slightly nicer camera.
Is my mic on, by the way, now?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, sorry. I'm
Hey,
lost.
Bumbu, get in touch if you want to sponsor me. My house is for sale.
Steve, and I guess you've already spoken a little bit about your thoughts. What are your thoughts on the way this unfolded? Did you see this coming? Not the Woodward stuff. We'll start with the Super League stuff. Did you see coming a situation where everyone started to fold almost immediately? Because Chelsea released this statement, this announcement, or they haven't released it, but it's come out from Chelsea that they have basically bottled it. This came out pretty quick after their ground was basically sort of cordoned off by fans demanding answers, demanding them to leave. For it to have turned around that quick, they must have already had this in the making, in the working,
Well,
surely.
See, where do you even start the timeline? So obviously this breaks on Sunday night. There was almost a coordinated, here's what we're doing from, let's call them, the Despicable Six.
Yep.
Right? So there was almost a coordinated attack from the Despicable Six. They all sort of announced it, blah, 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 blah. There was some talk fairly early on that City have flapped, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Now, I can understand that. They don't necessarily need the money, and they can't afford to lose the fans. So they don't have enough as it is.
Well, they don't need the money, do they? And that's kind of the point we were making before. It's not a surprise to me that it's Chelsea and City that have pulled out of this.
Yeah.
Because they're the two that the owners don't need any money.
Yeah.
There's something though that's really bothering me, and I'm sorry to jump ahead in the time frame because I know you're going through it chronologically, but you did say this about Woodward, right? Now, if that's the case, which obviously it is, and it was already how does that work then? Because we've all assumed that Woodward is gone because the Super League is crumbling. Yet we only found out the Super League was crumbling an hour ago when you knew Woodward was going this morning. So can you explain that to me?
No.
Right, okay. That's fair enough.
So I've been trying to, I just had a call with my dad and was trying to like figure out what's, my dad went, does it mean it's still on then, the Super League for United? And I said, I don't think so.
Right.
I don't think, but I don't know. I just don't think so.
Yeah.
And my exact words to my dad was, hey, Mr. Woodward, you're on 5 million. You're the fall guy.
Right.
Whether that's accurate or not, I don't know. I'm purely guessing.
Yeah.
So obviously they got the news this morning about Woodward. That came, I mean, fucking hell. Trying to even think logically about how all this has gone off.
That's what confused me because when if you hadn't sent me what you sent me this morning, I would have thought, okay, the sort of the chronological and domino effects or whatever you want to say is Chelsea drop out or say they're going to drop out. City say they're going to drop out.
Yeah.
The United owners go, fuck is going on? What? This is a mess. We need someone to take the blame for this. Woodward gets sacked.
Yeah.
But that's all happened this evening. The Chelsea and City things are this evening. The
Yeah.
Woodward thing you knew about this morning. So that doesn't make sense. Unless the Chelsea and City thing was already in the pipeline.
Yeah, but maybe they already knew all of this. So let's try and do it logically
Go on, mate.
chronologically,
Yeah.
because I think that's the only way we can even attempt to unravel this. So It all gets leaked on Sunday, the timing of which I find extremely curious. Then you get the announcement from UEFA about the reformation that's happening to the Champions League. Then you get almost like little fingers up from the Despicable Six and the compatriots in Italy and Spain saying, oh, by the way, it's a 23-year contract. Oh, by the way, we've got DAZN involved and they're paying us $3.5 billion. That's where you go. And then we were hearing different things about what JP Morgan were doing to finance this. And it was like, oh, they're doing this.
Yeah.
They're doing this and they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Then that sort of all dies down a little bit. You get Klopp and Gary Neville fall out last night. You hear a little bit of rumblings that there's some clubs that are wavering on this, and you go, 24 hours in, shit houses. We're not survived on D-Day.
No.
Right? And then you go, okay, couple of clubs wavering on this. Prior to hearing some of those clubs wavering on it last night, I thought there's no way this isn't happening at the moment.
Yeah.
And all of the talk of, could this be a shit sandwich? So they're about to give us a half shit sandwich.
And we go, oh, it's not as bad as the
it's
shit
not
sandwich.
a fully shit sandwich. There's a bit of ham
I
in
can
this.
stomach this one.
I was like, I don't think that's realistic. The speed at which this has crumbled, I actually can't make my mind up whether they've seen the backlash and flapped, or if the plan was to seed this all along and say, all right, we're not going to do it. But the machinations in this, where the Glazers could go and Woodward could go, I can't handle it.